three panel speakers in this session who, as Raymond said, do provide volunteering opportunities, and we're here to hear from them about the systems, and I'm going to keep coming back to this, the systems that people put into place and the culture that is required in an organisation in order to make those systems work.
Well, systems at Western Health are very similar to what's already been explained. I think Western Health, we focus a lot on the one-to-one. So we do the interviews one-to-one, we don't do group ones. We speak with the inquiry, so we get a feel for it on the phone, and then we can delegate to which campus they want to go to. When they've done all their checks, then we also do inductions and buddy-ups, and we always have the one-to-ones, or we do a phone or email, so we do that communication, so the volunteers feel supported.
I want to think about those systems and what is what you've put in place to make sure that those systems work for people with disability as well as people with abilities.
Okay, what we do is with that interview process, we try to pull out exactly what they would like to do, what their abilities are, and also then marry it up with the shifts in the hospital or the tasks in the hospital. That may be then meeting with staff as well too, and explaining to them the volunteer and what they're able to do, and if they're able to support them, as well as the volunteer team supporting them as well too.
Mm-hmm. Supporting people with disabilities is you may get, we mainly have probably people on the spectrum that come through, and so they may not be comfortable, and again we can sort of suss that out through the interview process. And they might not be comfortable about being in the school. They may be, but there's been quite a few that have been quite uncomfortable. So they've ended up volunteering in the office. So other opportunities come for them as well.
But we're really open about opportunities in the West. So talking about Volunteer West, and you know, I make terrible jokes about the pay being awful, but it's actually really rewarding. All those sort of things, just to find what somebody might want to do. Because often if I think, actually, I know of another program that you would actually love, then I'll make a referral. So, you know, people aren't always the right fit for us, but there's certainly a lot of us here that, providing different opportunities.
Yeah, yep. Okay, I want to turn now to think about organisational culture. What is it about the culture in your organisation that enables those systems to work well so that people with disability feel safe, respected, valued in your organisation?
I noticed one of the things that you had from your previous conversations was around leadership. So leadership has been a big thing for us, I think. I feel a bit awkward because I'm pretty much suggesting it's me. I'm embracing it. This is a new thing, right? Okay. Pressure. It's like a therapy session. So leadership is really important. We've had strategic planning with all our volunteers, and for me, it's been about, as a leader, it's about investing in our volunteers and showing them how important they are, how considered and how much of an impact and meaningful participation that they have. So kind of selling it back in a way, and then bring it back to the table so everybody feels valued.
Yeah, no, I think what works for RDoC is that we've got quite a few people in the organisation with a form of disability. So that helps culture. I mean, I think having the actual, having a disability, and my CEO's got a disability, so, it goes from the top down to the bottom.
Are there other things that leapt out at you that you think are important for organisations who are maybe not so advanced on their journey of working with volunteers with disability?
I think on Western Health's behalf, support and education, and trying to set up the environment for success rather than, coming in afterwards. So getting it prepared.
Yeah, thank you. Nick, do you want to?
I just think all organisations need to have time to, I'd love to bring workplace volunteers. We have a lot of corporate volunteers. We have NAB, we have a whole range of different people. We have utilised the City of Brimbank as volunteers before in some of our programs. bring people together with everyone so they can get to know people with disabilities or get to know people of diverse backgrounds, just so they have the opportunity of breaking down some of those barriers.
Has somebody got a question that they would like to ask of any of our managers here who have inspired some thinking?
We've also had short and long-term volunteers who have used their NDIS packages to have a support worker. So they've helped do things like admin, social media. We tend to have a bit of a standard volunteer opportunities that we have. And if we have special projects and other things. But yeah, we've got some really varied examples of, you know, we've provided support to a person, but they've also chosen and been able to use their NDIS funding to support them to succeed in that environment as well. So, and that was a real team effort. So there's potentially lots of opportunity.
Please join me in thanking Nick, Karen and Laura for being part of today's presentation. Thank you.